Hey everyone, today I am coming at you with my plan with me in my Aura Style A5 wide cloud planner. Actually, just kidding, this isn't cloud, this is a blossom. This is the collab planner of mine in Aura Style. I don't know if it's still available. If it is, I'll try and link it down below. But I am using the, is this called Christmas Morning or Christmas something? Christmas Magic? It's in the title. I don't remember. There are so many Christmas kits, and a lot of them had the word Christmas in it, so it's not gonna happen. But I am using Sparkly Hollow foil. I believe, is it Sparkly Hollow foil? I think it is, with this kit, and I had initially planned my kits, I think, a little bit differently, but I ended up moving a lot of things around because I did have like a tentative birth week, which will actually be my next Plan With Me video. I wasn't sure if I was going to give birth that week, this week, or the week after. So next week will be that spread. And I did ask on Instagram for questions, and I feel like I got a lot of the same ones. So I'm just going to do probably the most popular ones, which mostly revolve around birth story, the boys, and like the differences, as well as how they're getting along with her. And also everyone has been asking about her name, which I feel like with the boys, no one really asked me like if there was a reasoning like why I named them Bennett or Theo, but I feel like there's a lot of questions about Lila for some reason. But we'll get into that in the next video. Like, spoiler alert, there is no real reason. I just really like the name. And I'll also tell you names I love but won't be using because I don't plan on having any more kids. And I can tell you kind of like if she was a boy, what her name would be and stuff like that too. So we'll go into that into the next video. But I love this kit. I thought this art was so pretty. I think it's the colors, like doing something different. Like, it's just like a vibe sometimes to have something that's not just like traditional colors. So whenever this art came out, I was really hyped that it was kind of non-traditional colors and featured hot pink, because I love hot pink, especially with, you know, like a baby pink and a blue. And then I think the red is a really fun add-on because I don't think I've ever used this kind of color scheme for anything before. So having this in my planner is really fun and different. This is for the week of November 29th through December 5th. I really had plans to start doing non-voiceover Plan With Me's, but honestly, like with my current lifestyle, it's just probably not going to happen for a while. So I do apologize because I do think that you guys like talk throughs better. But just with like not getting too much sleep, I'm like fine with not getting a lot of sleep. But with not getting a lot of sleep, it's really hard to do talk throughs because I like to do them whenever it's nighttime because one, the boys are quieter because obviously they're in bed, and then two, because construction outside is very, very loud, and I don't film when it's the loudest, and it's hard to like find a good time. And now like working around Lila's nap schedule, it's really just like I have to do this whenever she's napping, which is there's no schedule currently, obviously, because she's 2 weeks old. But yeah, I'm going to just keep doing voiceovers because I can film these whenever, anytime. It doesn't have to be quiet in my house or outside. And then I can do the voiceovers when she starts a nap, and the voiceovers only take, 25 minutes to do, which isn't too bad. And I can do them when I'm fully awake instead of whenever I'm like falling asleep at 8 o'clock every night. So that is my little story, but I did use the Crest Press foil bundle with this, as well as I think a couple of my bougie boxes. I think that's about it. And then these Simply Beautiful Plans quote boxes. I am so excited for next week's spread because I have some baby quotes that are coming out that I'll be showing in that spread, and I want to like go full out and use like 100 of them because they're just adorable. Yeah, I think that's everything for like pre-base. I'm just gonna go ahead and go into the plans. This week was like pretty boring, actually, I think, because, well, because I had like a funny story to tell you on Thursday, but we'll talk about that then. So we got my chai, which I think I've mentioned before multiple times. I'm pretty sure I have. That chais when I was pregnant made me feel so sick, but I still drank them because I like one, needed the caffeine, and I too like the way that they taste, but I felt so sick, and it was like a lactose intolerant effect on me. But now they don't, so that's exciting. And also sriracha doesn't make me feel sick either, so that was also a pretty big hindrance on my life. So good. I do still plan on like giving up chais, but like I'm only sleeping about like 3 hours 3 to 4 hours at night, which, like I said, is fine for me. I don't need like a lot of sleep to function, but I need a chai. It's good. It's all that gets me through the day. So on Monday, I did have a doctor's appointment, which was just a basic doctor's appointment. I think they might have checked if I was dilated this day, and I was at a 1 centimeter, which was disappointing, but understandable for only being 38 weeks pregnant. And I think I also got my Group B strep test this day, which I did have Group B strep. I've had Group B strep with all of my pregnancies. Basically, you just have to get antibiotics during birth. I think some doctors also give them to you like prior, but I don't think that that's like the most common way, but you get them in an IV. So I've gotten them with all of them, so it wasn't anything crazy for me. Then I put in that I felt really sick this day. I felt really sick for like a couple of weeks, but it was just like really ramping up this day. And then I just cuddled Bennett in bed. I did a lot of cuddling Bennett this week, which I'm glad I did because I feel like now I'm just like in total baby zone. But like thankfully he's like at the age where he's like cool with whatever. But we just cuddled and probably watched TV. And then I took a really long shower. And for dinner, we did get Zoe's. I probably got my favorite salad. It's so good. It's like a seasonal one, so I'm like waiting for them to actually get rid of it because I thought they actually got rid of it a couple months ago. But in reality, it was just the app being messed up. And Nick mentioned it to like one of the people that were working, and they were like, oh, we'll get that fixed. And then the next time we ordered, it was fixed. So did that, and then we watched 90 Day the other way. I do have to say that 90 Day Before the 90 Day is on right now, and that is like the superior show. I just want like more and more of it, and even Single Life is like way more entertaining than Happily Ever After or The Other Way. I feel like The Other Way was really good season 1 because you weren't bored of like half of the couples because like half of them came back for season 2. And also the couples that were like new, the couples that are new in season 2 of The Other Way are just like terrible for the most part. Like the only reason I like watching it is for Kenny and Armando because they're just like the sweetest thing in the whole world. Anyways, on Tuesday we had tacos. We had tacos this morning, and I feel like the bacon was like overcooked this morning, which was just so disappointing. But I still ate it, and it is still my favorite taco, and I won't cheat on them again. Then I had to find the elf for Nick. We have a lot of Christmas boxes, and my goal this year was to go through them and like declutter, donate things and stuff, but it just didn't happen for me. So when it came to finding him, I had to Nick said he went through every box, but he didn't. And then I went out and I found him almost immediately, but it was like this whole thing. So I wanted to put in my planner, and then I cuddled both of the boys in bed for a while, and then we went and just played, and then I cuddled Nick. I did a lot of cuddling because I just didn't feel good and I was super tired. And then I watched Gossip Girl. I think I watched all 3 new episodes this night. Then on Wednesday I felt sick again, and then I was annoyed at Nick because he had to keep leaving to do something, and it was just it was the worst time. I was just so tired and didn't feel good. And then I cuddled Bennett more, which is just should not be a surprise. And then I did place an Amazon order the day before, and I ordered an ice cream cake. So my ice cream cake got delivered this day. And Amazon sells, and I think Walmart does too, the mini Carvel cakes. And oh my goodness, do I love a Carvel cake. I just was I need a treat myself moment. A $10 cake is where it's going, and I was so happy. It's just I don't know, it's definitely a nostalgic thing for me to eat a Carvel cake. And then, I didn't eat it all in one day, just so you know. I'm just saying. I ate it over a week. Then we watched the new Home Alone movie this night, which wasn't bad, and it wasn't good. I'd say, you watch a movie and you're okay, yeah. It wasn't a total waste of time, but also, you could have watched something better, but also, you're not, mad about it. That's, where I was with the new Home Alone movie. It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, and it had, some funny, references, but overall, will I watch it again? No. But if you're bored, and Christmas is kind of over, so next year, or if you just watching Christmas movies all the time, then go for it. Then I put in that I was super annoyed about something work-related. I'm not going to go into it, but I have not been this annoyed in a very long time. It takes really a lot to get annoyed about work-related things, because normally I'm just like, just fix it and just move on, or just deal with it and move on. But this one I was like really annoyed about. So I wanted to go ahead and put that in. Then on Thursday, I woke up, well, I had night sweats. And I didn't know they were night sweats until like afterwards, but I was like soaking wet, guys. Like I sleep with a pillow between my legs. It was soaking wet. I was like, I had dripping like everywhere. Like I was just like, but it did like, I don't know. It's normal apparently, but like I was for sure convinced that my water broke and that my pillow got saturated with it. And I was like, spent all day convincing myself that it didn't break. And I texted like Kirsten and I was like, I don't know. And she's like, you would know if you know. And I'm like, well, would I know? I don't really know. I'm kind of an idiot. And then I spent all day being like, it's not a thing. And then I was like, but I am groupie strep. So if it did break and like I'm having contractions, but I don't know it, like, and then you get on Google and then your mind goes. So basically I called my doctor because I was like, they're going to tell me that I'm being crazy. And she was like, yeah, you should probably go to the hospital just in case. And I was like, great. I have been to the hospital so many times in the past month. Like, I am good. I don't want to go to the hospital again, ever again. I'm done. Like, I'm over it. But we went to the hospital and they checked everything and they said I was solid, basically, after like an hour of being there. And yeah, I felt like an idiot, but they didn't make me feel like an idiot. But I was like, I didn't have a doctor's appointment from Monday of this week until Friday of next week, and I would have had anxiety the entire time. And my doctor's office did not have an appointment that I could take, and I was like irritated as all heck about it. But it was just a whole dang thing, and like I said, felt like an idiot, but also know that I'm crazy and I would not have been chill at all until my next doctor's appointment where they told me that I was fine. So I got to like breathe a sigh of relief after a whole day basically of being stressed out that like something was wrong and I didn't know. So basically that was my Thursday. And then we went to Cava because we were near a Cava and Cava is so good. So basically we just considered it a date night, basically a final date night, which was just so fun. So, and we got like a little test run because I thought I was going to last till I was induced, but lo and behold, I didn't. I did with the other two. I was induced for Bennett and Theo, and then this one was just came when she wanted to. She had to make a grand entrance. And I will say that the amount of water that broke here was not a lot. I always thought it would be like a lot of water, but it was basically like half a cup, if that, of water. And I don't think I would have been convinced my water broke when it actually did, because my contractions didn't start like hardcore, like every 3 minutes until my water broke. And that's the only reason I was convinced that my water did break, when it actually did. So I wouldn't have known because I'm just like a big old dum-dum. So then on Friday, it was a longer day. We got Holy Bagel for breakfast. We love Holy Bagel here. That was, I think, the last time we got Holy Bagel. It was just so good. And then we had the Real People, which we got a new railing installed. It's been a drama. Basically, they ruined our stairs because they did a horrible prep job. They just came yesterday in real time to see if they can fix it, which would basically be refinishing these stairs because there's burn marks all over our stairs. It's not even like, I'm not being dramatic. It's actually like terrible and like ridiculous. But yeah, there was an issue this day. I don't remember what the issue was. I think it was, I think it might have, I actually don't remember what the issue was this day, but there was an issue. There's always an issue. I'm so excited for it to be over and done with. It's like basically over, but they're also installing doors for us, and I'm just like not excited for what drama will ensue with that. And I'm usually very easygoing when it comes to like home contracting projects. I'm usually like, yeah, this is chipped, this, that. And I'm like very like understanding of the margin of error, but this was just actually wild. And I've had to deal with it all because Nick is just way too like easygoing. I don't know. I just hate doing it, but you just got to do what you got to do, especially when it comes to like expensive house projects. You just want it done and you want it done right. And whenever it comes like down to your whole staircase being ruined, it's just like, what even? then I worked on Christmas cards this day because those came, so I sent those out. And then I cuddled the boys and I cut their hair because their hair was getting so long. Theo's hair was like basically a helmet. So I had to cut their hair, and then we played outside for a while, and then we took a shower. So basically we had to stay out of like the main living area for them to work on the railing because they were doing a lot of welding and stuff. So it like had a smell and also like smoky fumes. So we had to like think of things to do that weren't like in the playroom or the movie room, their rooms, living room. So basically we had to hang out in either Nick's office, my office, or the bedroom, or outside. So we just really did anything that we could in those areas. So we took a shower, and I let them play with like, they love the soap foam. Like it looks like shaving cream, but it's soap. They get like, if you want your kids to be busy in the bathtub for hours, that is the stuff to do it. It's just so fun and easy. And also you can wash them with it because it's soap. And like my kids, well, Theo doesn't care, but Bennett does not like showers or baths anymore for the most part, as far as like the cleaning part. And he doesn't mind the like soap foam. So that's an idea if your kids hate bath. And then we just cuddled in bed, and I think we watched like a movie or something. And then I ordered a new playset this day, which I did not think I was going to buy a playset, but I found this one that's like so cute and so modern. And it was not expensive at all. So I ordered it, and we'll see how it goes. But I think, especially with 3 kids, like outside, we need something. And I did initially want to do just like a little playhouse, but I think like for longevity and playtime, like a playhouse would make more sense. And this one, like I literally gasped. I sent it to Maggie, and I was like, of Crest Press, and was like, girl, and she's like, shut up, because she just bought this like huge playset, and she's like, I would have bought this one because it's so beautiful. So that was fun. And then we just cuddled, and then we got Papa John's for dinner. And I watched Single Life and Double Shot at Love. Double Shot at Love, I love watching it because I just love Jersey Shore. I love the whole like franchise and all of the different spin-offs and stuff. But like Vinny is not going to end up with any of the girls. I mean, he already picked the one, but it's just not going to happen. Vinny's just hopeless. Like I think Nikki and Polly are going to be together for a really long time, but Vinny, no, it's not going to happen. It's just really not. I have no faith in Vinny. Then on Saturday, we got Burger King for breakfast, which Burger King is like, now it's Nick's second favorite option, which we'll talk about that in a second, but it is the fastest freaking fast food breakfast in the world. Like, what the heck? Like, at least mine is. Like, my Burger King is like top tier as far as speed, accuracy, and customer service. Burger King is where it's at. But Nick has now told me, as of this week, that Burger King is not his favorite fast food restaurant for breakfast anymore. It is now Sonic, which I do have to agree, Sonic's breakfast is quite good. And their French toast sticks are actually better than the Burger King ones, which I don't think that I would ever say something like that. Also, Burger King, Sonic, Nick turned me on to the pretzel. The pretzel is also divine. It is like probably the best fast food pretzel, with up next to Annie Ann's. So, opinions, let me know if you agree in the comments down below. But that's the new Lolo on the fast food. Then I finished wrapping presents this day, which I don't think that there was a ton, but there was like enough to like, I needed to get it done. I think I had to do like all of Theo's and like some random stragglers. So I did that, and then I had Long John Silver's for lunch, which I just love Long John Silver's. Y'all know, it was like a pregnancy craving, but also just like, I also wanted it recently. I ended up getting In-N-Out instead, but because Nick prefers In-N-Out to Long John Silver's, and I was like, it's fine if we have In-N-Out. But yeah, I just love it. It's just so good. Does anybody else love Long John Silver's, or is it just like me? But also I know for sure Long John Silver's is a nostalgic thing for me. Basically where I lived in Western Pennsylvania, not Pittsburgh, but like Eastern, Western, like middle of nowhere. And there was like barely any fast food in my like hometown. I think there was a McDonald's. But basically if you went to the mall, which was like 35 minutes away, and it was like a terrible mall, we would always get Long John Silver's as like a treat, and that's just what I think of. I think it was a Long John Silver's A&W combo. But I was born in St. Mary's, Pennsylvania, if you want to look it up. It's the middle of nowhere. And then I lived most of my like young, like below 7, 8 in Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania, like the groundhog, like seriously. And yeah, that's where I lived. So, and my mom still lives like kind of close to there. And yeah, it's just like literally the middle of nowhere. If you live near there, let me know if you know what I'm talking about. So then I hung out with Theo in my office for a little bit and just played with him. And then for dinner, I made lasagna, which I tried a new recipe that I really, really love. And it's so, so, so easy. And everybody loved it. So I was really happy about that. And then I watched Gossip Girl. So maybe I didn't finish it. I think I might have had one episode left. On Sunday, we had tacos and Starbucks, of course. And then I hung out with the boys and played with them for a while. I went to work, which is what I usually do on Sundays. And then, we did actually have a date night this night. We got Uchiko for pickup, which was delicious. I love Uchiko so much. And I am happy that I got to have it another time. That was like, it was on my bucket list of things I wanted to do before giving birth, because I know like going down and getting it to go is not going to be like a vibe for me anytime soon, but it's just so delicious and it makes me so happy. So I was glad we got to have that. And then I put in that Nick was annoying me on the drive home, because sometimes Nick talks about hypotheticals, and like whenever I'm tired, my mind cannot talk about hypothetical things, because I'm just like, why are we even talking about this? Like, I'm just so tired and like my brain doesn't work. So he was annoying me. And then I put in that we got a snack at McDonald's because I was hungry like a couple of hours later. I wanted French fries. And then we watched the 90-Day Tell-All, which was good. The tell-alls are usually always pretty good. Stephen with a V. Ugh. But that is everything for this week. I hope that y'all like this week's plan with me, and I will talk to you in my next one. Bye.